Hello and welcome, Internet. I am Ink Knight, also known as Gladiator, and I am joined by Black Templar and Pirate
And
Joe.
sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride.
Gontosaurus.
What the hell?
What
was
the
that?
heck? That was Johnny? That was
Oh
weird.
my god, did he just do what I think he did?
He just did.
I think he just did.
What?
Asshole.
I don't. Hello?
He's booking off. He just jumped in and just said that. Book it off.
What the heck? He just
I feel
interrupted
like-
the intro.
I feel like this is like a photo bomb of some sort. But yes, my name is sodium chloride because of what happened.
I didn't even watch your
Oh,
match. Oh, man.
And
I can just say this: over 31s and 32s.
Either way, welcome to the Week 7 and Week 8 analysis. We're doing it kind of late for Week 7 because I had a vacation and matches were played before then.
Yeah, I did my match with our co-host here. Meh.
Black Templar.
Black Templar because sorry, my brain died there. But yeah, I did my match with him because he could only do it during the week and he wanted to just get it done with. And yeah,
Wait, did you
'cause
fight Black
I've
Templar?
got a biz-
Oh yeah, you fought
Yeah.
him. You fought him this week,
Yeah,
Week
he was
7, not
facing me
last
in
week.
yeah.
Okay.
At week 7, he fought me because I got a busy week and I think we may as well get it out the way so that we've got get all the other projects we've got going. done.
Anyway, speaking of last week and that match, should we go on right into it?
We'll go ahead and run
why not?
through the little bit of matches that have been played, and then we'll make some predictions for the current matches that have not been played yet, and then we'll make predictions for the next week.
Agreed.
Sounds good.
Either way, let's look at y'all's two matches to see that Mersanda, or Masar, I can't say her name, the Blitzer yours, she got a level up, and the Flesh Golem got the MVP.
The person I think you're thinking of is Marissa Kirisame.
Marissa Kurosama, there you go. Looks like she got an MVP for level up. Is that correct?
It was an MVP which caused her to level up, yes.
Okay, so that's not bad. The statistics, it shows that Black had 50% of the ball possession, which is pretty darn good. You only had 12%. You had a successful pass. He had a lot of blocks on you, a bunch of KOs and an injury, and a bunch of running compared to you. Oh man, dice rolls. Let's look at that right
Oh.
quick, just because I'm curious. Oh, you had a
Just look at-
bribe?
Yes, I did. And look at my dice. Look at Ye Mighty in Despair.
Oh my gosh, you did a lot of dice rolls. Holy crud.
At the end, I was just like, I just wanted to die and just lost all will to live. and was
Granted,
like,
you
I don't
rolled
care.
fairly average, I can say that.
It didn't feel like average. It felt like,
Because
it
you got
felt
35
awful.
ones and 37 sixes.
look at my going for it.
Let's look at
my
the going for it.
You see how it says 4 failures?
Oh.
Yeah, those were costly failures.
It's a 50-50% chance when it's actually supposed to be a
Yeah.
lot higher than that. Wow, that is some bad luck on that part. Ugh, disgusting.
I was stolen. A touchdown was stolen from me from that, and that's why I say I am sodium chloride. I am enough sodium chloride to crash the market.
To be fair, I mean, I'll be honest. There was no wrong with our match. We were both equally skilled. It was just Nuffle just really put the boot in when he wanted to.
Oh, definitely. Heck,
Oh, hey,
freaking.
you want this touchdown? Yeah, no, you're gonna roll a 1. Oh, you re-rolled it? Here, have a 6. That way it'll be even sweeter when I roll another 1.
But
and then
either
throw the
way.
ball off the pitch, so that way it goes flying into the best position for your opponent to possibly be in within the tackle zones of 2 players, while giving it to the turn to him, so that way he can put even more players to tackle it, and also it being in the middle of the field, so it's closer for him to be able to do the touchdown. Yeah, I hate myself.
Well, at least it wasn't as bad as a blowout for me versus the Halflings. I mean, the score's the
Well,
same,
Bloody wood.
but it was
I'll be honest. I felt sorry for Bungie because, to be honest, mate, against you it was going to be a tough match. Let's be
Indeed.
honest, it was going to be a tough match for him. But the amount of injuries you caused, my God, you were just on a warpath.
Indeed, Chaos been
Yeah, he's
freaking
not.
thirsting from blood since we didn't get much of anything last game. We had a freaking foul your wolf. I mean, really, Chaos had a foul? I mean, sometimes I do that because I actually have a Fowler now, but still.
Last, the match with the Colorful Cauldron, I will say this. It was definitely not a good time, and his next 2 matches are definitely going to continue the trend of this is not going to be fun. At least for him, anyway.
And to be honest, I think that's it for Ben. I think that's the end of his league for trying to get into the winner's circle.
Oh yeah, he's out of winners, definitely. I didn't think Halflings was going to get winners anyways.
I mean, they were damn close.
Well, you gotta look at the last 2. Oh, they're down close. But if you look at the last 2 matches, it's basically me and Joe at the last 2 matches, and what you did to his Treeman, that was a crippling blow. That was a crippling blow.
Yeah. I pulled. Well, granted, it wasn't so impossible because I had a Claw Beastman. But Treatment do not go down easily. But with Claws, it makes it 10 times easier.
Yeah, unless of course you just try and stomp on them with those studded boots.
Which I did! I did injure 2 Treemen.
Yeah, one of which was by doing exactly that.
Indeed.
With the studded boots.
Or hooves, because we don't have cleats.
Yeah, fair enough.
Unless it's a Chaos Warrior.
But if you injured this, yeah. But if you injured the second one, that was it. Me against Benji, it could have been a massacre.
Indeed.
That second treatment.
Indeed. Heck, his team is pretty darn crippled for his upcoming match.
Yeah.
690 team player value he has right now, because mainly his good treatment is going to be missing next game, and 2 Halflings.
Which you'll get those free help. You'll get those 3 Halflings back as journeymen.
And he will get Deeper Strong Branch.
Yep. And most likely he'll buy another treatment because he's got to, because he can't go face me up with 2 treatment. He needs all 3 just to try and slow me down.
Well, I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going to fire the treatment. He has too many good skills on it, and it's just 1 match. And
it's just a miss next game.
Yeah, it's just a miss next game. He's going to get him after that, and he's going to get Deep with Strong Branch. Guarantee you.
Oh yeah, he's getting Deep with Strong, but you can't buy a 3rd treatment for your team if one of your other treatments.
That is true. He could get a loner treatment.
Okay, it's a loner, but it's a strength 6 big brick house that I can't punch very easily.
Correct. That is correct. Heck, you are fighting him next?
He is indeed fighting him next.
Wow, okay.
Next match that was done this week, if you're fine with moving on, is the Dead Parrots versus Mental Gymnastics.
Indeed. I didn't ever watch this match. Scythe got his butt kicked for touchdowns.
All I could say for Scythe is Nuffle hates him. That's all I'm gonna say.
To be honest, the more and more this goes on, I'm not sure if I should just feel confident in my next match because it's just going to continue, or I should be afraid that it's just going to kick my teeth in even harder than it did this match.
Nuffle's always smiling. You just don't know which side he's ever on.
I mean, think about it, right? If we think about it, right, Joe, Nuffle did put the boot into you quite a bit in our match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's done the same to Parrot. Who's he gonna pick between you 2?
Oh, this is great. It's a great question.
Who's gonna get the bigger boot? Whose breath is gonna start smelling like shoe polish is the question.
Indeed.
Does he? Yeah, but the thing is he wearing the shoes, or he's using his big, huge, freaking claw foot? Just put an added stink to it.
Oh God.
Good luck trying to pass against them, though.
I will say that it's definitely kind of secured the necromantic team. Well, not necromantic, the vampire team in the winners bracket.
Did we?
I wouldn't be 100%. I wouldn't be 100% sure on that.
I mean, unless they lose both of their next matches, which are against the Unpronounceables, which should be a win for Mental Gymnastics, at least in my opinion. Or if he ends up managing to actually lose against Marek, he should have an easy cruising.
He should. 2 rookie players, and Bright, he's not a bad player. He's an average player. He's been doing really good with vampires. Been getting some decent level ups, some weird level ups, but decent level ups.
Yeah.
True. But we'll discuss all this in the next week's predictions, because there's a lot of mathematical equations that we're going to have to calculate up in after this.
Indeed. So let's move on to Maverick Steam Army versus System of the Orc. Orcs versus humans this week.
I'm gonna say Mark's gonna win.
Mark is going
Now,
to win.
let me explain. We didn't.
Go
If
ahead.
you've been keeping up with the weekly events, we haven't actually spoken of day 6 yet, in which Mark, well, not really Mark, but in which something very interesting happened that I'm sure we'll be talking about soon enough. But honestly, I think Mark is going to win.
Cheering on the underdog yet again.
Yep.
I see where you're going with this, because after what happened to the Orcs last week,
Yeah.
where Johnny did the unthinkable and won,
I have to watch that match because that
Against
makes
the
me
Orcs.
really interested.
I would
Johnny
say-
actually won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this could be a close match, because do not get me wrong, Eternal is a good player. It just, in his last match, to be fair, let's be honest, he was unlucky, badly, and you did coach Johnny a little bit there.
I have.
Oh, Joe, so-
He's
Plead the fifth.
becoming a bit of a player after getting a win from Orcs. I mean, that was a tough matchup, so he did win. We got to give credit where credit is due. So, Johnny, good job on the upset. I don't know if you deserve it or not, but good job.
But yeah, I agree with what Joe's saying here, because I feel this match could go either way, because the thing about Merrick is he's not afraid to take a little risk now and then if he has to.
You sure? You sure he doesn't like taking a little risk? I think he loves taking risks. Throwing to an ogre multiple times.
I'm going to say his catchphrase again when he throws the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, but think about it though, he's not a risk taker like what Bungie is, but he will take the odd risk when he has to.
Well, Bungie has to take risks because he's halflings. When you play a stunty team like that, you have to take the risk or you will lose.
Not necessarily, but generally speaking, yes.
I played goblins in the
Still,
first season. You know how it is because you saw it. I got really lucky and I had to pull a bunch of garbage.
Well, at least one thing about Ben is he knows how to aim his halflings at players.
That is
Oh,
true.
freaking hilarious.
He actually did hit one of my chaos characters in the game, didn't
Was
he?
your Minotaur hit?
Yeah. I don't think he did anything
Yeah,
else. I think he
smacked
just
him
went
with a
down.
halfling.
Yeah, I don't think he got injured or anything. But yeah, anyways, I think the Orcs gonna win. I know y'all are going with the humans, but I don't think he can outbash him. And the Orcs has been really good with the ball.
Versus Orcs is a classic setup, and honestly, I think that Mark, with his kind of setup and his kind of play style, I think he might actually be able to outbash the Orcs.
Now, I would love to see the humans win. Don't get me wrong.
I mean,
I would love to see that.
We also have to take into fact that, at least from what I can tell, the Orcs, they're kind of like Scythe in the sense that they're not, generally speaking, that lucky.
We have to put this to account, gentlemen. This is a make or break match for both
For both
Eternal
teams.
and Merrick. Yes, it's make or break.
It is, isn't
If
it?
the humans win,
Yep, because
yep,
a certain someone is going to get
You-
on the chopping block if they don't, and yeah.
Okay, I don't think humans
The
is going to get in the
humans-
winners, but if the humans do win, yeah, the System of the Orc is going down into the losers bracket.
Yeah, that basically just secures that.
they're already. I think the Orcs already could be like in losers bracket, but at the same time, the humans could leapfrog both the Orcs and the Lizardmen to get into the losers bracket.
He will have to
So
win
this could be a
all of
big
his games, though.
He can do it.
possible.
He could do it. He did tie against me.
Possible. He did beat and you helped him win against Johnny, but that's not there.
Yeah. Either way, what's the final score for them?
I'm gonna say that with the Mark versus System of an Orc, I'm going to say it's going to either be a 2-1 or I'm actually gonna say either a 2-1 or a 1-0.
I will agree
I'm
that,
going
but
for
I'm gonna shift it
2-1.
over to the Orcs winning.
I'm going for 2-1 humans because I feel like the humans will have that little bit of luck to pull through.
All right, so y'all
Moving
both
on.
are going humans, and I'm going the Orcs. All right. Anyways, Lizardman versus Skaven.
Giving it to the Skaven right away.
Oh
This-
That
wow.
didn't take long.
I mean, I have two reasons for saying this. One, we said it would be a slaughter for Johnny, and look at what happened when we said he was going to lose, as opposed to when we said, oh, he has a chance. So let's just keep saying he's going to get slaughtered. Two, he's going to get slaughtered because, let's be honest, I'm not going to be helping him like I was last time, and it's the Rationalists. That player is actually not a rookie. He's actually decently skilled. He's
Yeah,
done his
and-
practice.
So he's been
But we also gotta
practicing.
look at the fact about
Okay.
This match. This is all. Yeah. We also got to look at the fact as well, gentlemen. This is also another make or break match, mainly for the Rats,
Indeed. Indeed.
because if the Ratchet Rats win, right, that means you, Joe, get knocked off the winners bracket, and you go into the losers, and he takes your place.
Yeah, that I'm going to quickly take that place back though, unless he wins all of his future matches though.
We'll talk about it in his future matches, but I feel that's where we're gonna have to say it's gonna come down to, out of you, Bright, and Pig Dog, you three are the ones who are gonna fight for the top 4 spots, the final 2 spots, and that's gonna be very close. I feel
Yeah.
it's gonna go down to the wire.
Me and Black over there already got our spot. It's
But
fairly secure.
Anyhow, we're not leaving. And the funny thing is, I'm actually the only returning finalist from the first season.
You are, but to be fair, I was playing goblins. I mean, that's a joke team. You don't expect. I did really good with them, but you don't expect them to be winning. You expect them to try to play dirty and try to sneak in there, which I almost did. It wasn't
To be
for that
honest,
middling kid.
considering your addiction to fouling, which is honestly quite disturbing. Yeah, you probably fit a goblin team to the T because oh boy, how many times you have fouled.
That's great. But anyways, what is going to be the score for the Lizardman versus the
I'm gonna say
Skaven?
3-0.
3-0, Skaven winning. What do you say,
Ow.
Black?
I'm going for 2-1.
Who winning? Skaven? I can see that. I can
Yep.
see that. They have a one-turn touchdown rat, which has been almost unstoppable.
Rat, screaming rat.
The hard rat. Anyways, he is missing a storm vermin and a thrower. He's gonna have enough players, I believe. No, he's gonna have a loner.
Yeah, he may be missing a storm vermin and a thrower. Yeah, but things though, he doesn't need a storm vermin. He just needs his Gutterers just to run riot, and he's
I'm
laughing.
curious, actually. Are we gonna read the day 6 matches, or are we just gonna go straight to day 8?
No, we're not gonna go to week 6 because number 1, the match has already been played. If they want to watch it, they can look at it. Number 2, I already looked back at it so they can see the scores. And number 3,
Alrighty.
I want to trim down the time.
Okay, then I'm just gonna say this real quick. Then, just to give you quick bullet points. First match: Hacker Boundary Breakers versus Mental Gymnastics. Best match of the league. You should watch it. Rationalists versus Dead Parrots. I called it 3-0. It's honestly kind of a slaughter. System of an Orc versus Unpronounceables. Johnny actually won. I actually got him those 2 touchdowns essentially by giving him advice over the stream. That was funny. Colorful Cauldron versus Mark Steve Army. Colorful Cauldron won because of flings. That's fun. Necrocorp versus Raging Catastrophes. You probably already saw that. That was a robbery. That should have been a tie, and that's my quick bullet points.
That was a good game, though, man. That involves
was.
that
It
involves
was still a robbery.
tactics, and I hurt a wolf, which you didn't do.
It was still a robbery, and yeah, I didn't do it, but that kind of is inherent when I was robbed of a touchdown. Rolls 2 1s.
Which I suggest to all of you, I'll be airing that match on Wednesday. so you want to see how that went.
Probably be out by the time you watch that video. Alternatively, you can just watch it on my end and just watch my sanity slowly slip from me as my will to live fades.
Yeah, and you were speaking angry German, which was terrifying.
Angry
Oh
German.
yes, I can do the German.
He became a bit of a
And
Nazi
I
at
can do
the
a very
end.
interesting version of German. You know, I think it's a very interesting version. Regardless, they know of our plan.
Either way,
Fine, but-
let's move on
You
to
don't know
week
what I'm
7.
referencing, but it's a reference to what my next team.
I mean, not
might
week
be
7, but week
if
8.
Vampires aren't nicked. Yeah, week 8. First match to review is mine.
Yes, it's gonna be you versus
Right.
the dead parrots, not patriots.
America.
America, or whatever kind of place you're in.
Now, this match, gentlemen, for you, Joe, this you must win, because if you don't win, this could put you in a precarious situation.
I'm gonna be honest. The way I see it, I know I'm a bit biased here, but he doesn't have any tackle, and he only has one guy with block.
That is
Wow.
true.
I'm just gonna leave it at that, and just... Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
But I have to put in one factor here. Nuffle. After screwing both teams over in this round, in the last round, who's he gonna put the boot in?
You know, if it goes,
We have to keep that in.
if we say that Nuffle will go against Pirate Joe over there, he would have to go. He has to make a lot of rolls against Nurgle. He has to do foul appearance chance. He has, if he tries to pass, he has disturbing presence. He has armor strength 4 and 5 characters with armor value 9.
Do remember, all of his ball handlers do not have foul appearance.
That is
And
true.
also that the Rotters have decay, which means a punch to their face, and they'll probably crumple like tissue paper. And also the fact that the Rotter, that the only person who has actual block on his team is also a Rotter.
That is true. That is a fair point.
True.
So for skills wise, you do have him. You have the mobility against him too.
Yep.
But if
The only thing
Nuffle is
he can
against
use
you,
to catch up is the Pestigores, and even then they're a bit slower, I think. Than the,
their average speed is 6.
yeah, they're equal speed.
Except
They're the only thing that can catch me.
except Colonel Hernandez or Jimenez, whatever his name is. That guy, he has 5 because he has an injury.
Yeah, Cardinal Genendez.
Yeah.
Nah.
So yeah, overall
mean-
for skills wise, you do have him.
Yep.
And you
But
are gonna get petty
If you-
cash.
but the the thing is though, right, Nuffle in Parrot's game was just like, I've never seen such horrendous look. I mean, he gets rocks thrown at him. He gets horrendous 1s and 2s for trying to pick up a damn ball or even punching. I mean, the Nuffle just hates the Parrots for some reason. I don't know what he's done to tick
I
off
don't
Nuffle.
know.
I would
don't know.
I would love to know. I would love to know what he's done to
I
anger
think I know
Nuffle.
what
would
it
love
was,
to
and
know.
it was killing anxiety in my last match. Well, my last match before the match with you, that is. Because I
Wait.
did kill anxiety with Flandry. Anxiety came back, but I did kill him.
Okay,
For
I was
a
about to
moment.
say you actually killed a vampire.
The funny thing is, I injured that vampire. He used an apothecary to no casualty, and then I killed that vampire, and then he regened. It was the same vampire, anxiety, which is the cherry on top.
He just will not
But
die.
Anyhow, yeah. But anyhow, let's predict the scores, gentlemen.
All right, the score. I think you're going to win. I think it's going to be either a 2. I think it's going to be a 2-0 or a 1-0. Or no, 2-1 and
In
a
favor of-
1 or 1-0. You
In
win.
favor of who? Me?
Yeah, you. Amazon.
Hopefully you're not cursing me with that. What about you, Templar?
I'm going for a draw. Reason I believe this is because Nuffle is too much of a big factor between you two to predict what's gonna happen. So I'm going for the safe bet of a draw.
Fair enough. Next thing up is going to be Lisbon versus vampires.
And
I think we can
Yes, another
safely say,
big one.
unless Johnny pulls a win out of a hat again, which, without my help, yeah, mental gymnastics, congratulations. I'm pretty sure you're securing yourself as one of the people I'm going to fight against in the finals, if I actually make it to the finals, which I hope I do.
I'll be honest with you, I would agree on that, but like I said, once the Unpronounceables and the Rats have their match, it could end up being a make or break match for both Johnny and Bright. But until that match happens, I'm gonna say for Bright at least, this is a must-win match for him, by all accounts. Because like you said, if he wins, that's it. He's through. He's going to be in the winners bracket.
Indeed.
But that could all change depending on what happens between Johnny and the Rats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully, what ends up
I am
happening
good-
is Johnny ends up getting lucky and cripples his one-turn touchdowner or something that basically results in, better securing my position.
Maybe, but we'll have to wait and see on that, because that is a match I am quite interested in, because I want to see how Johnny deals with that.
Yeah, Johnny has been becoming a player. He's starting to learn. He's taking time, but he's starting to learn the moves. It's just, can he learn fast enough against a more veteranized player?
Yeah.
To be honest, the way I see it, though, I think that so long as I win my next 2 matches, I'll be fine, because the last day of the league before the finals, you know who the Ratchet Rationalists have to go against, and that's not going to be fun for him.
Yeah, but the same can be said about you.
To be fair, I only have to beat the Dead Parrots, who have abysmal luck, though admittedly I've had abysmal luck as well. And then I just have to deal with the Colorful Cauldron, which I can also probably fairly well deal with, especially with my Flanchan cannon, as it were. Just
Yeah,
punch
but
people to death.
yeah, but the question is, how many is gonna be left when I'm done?
Yeah,
That
that
is
too.
true.
That'll also help me.
And he is down a tree.
Yeah.
Speaking of trees, let's go ahead and talk about your match, Black Templar, before we go to the other ones. Actually, we didn't ever get a score
haven't-
for the Lizardmen.
Mhm.
We didn't ever give a score for the for them. So go ahead, Black. Go ahead before we go to yours.
Oh, I'm gonna say 2 to 1 or 2-0 in favor of the vampires.
I'm going 2-1 vampires.
I am going to go either draw or 2-1 vampires.
Don't say draw. That won't give Johnny a chance to actually win. Be kind.
I did say that vampires could win though too.
Yes, but by saying Johnny has a chance to win, you're just dooming him to fail.
I'm a fair person. If he fails, it's his own fault.
Come on. Every single prediction you've had with Johnny, every time you've given him a chance, he's lost. The one time we all said he's gonna get slaughtered, he actually won. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Fine, if freaking the vampires do all the nonsense like they've been doing, they will stomp on freaking Johnny and it'll be a 3-0 win.
Okay, that's more like it. Thank you for giving Johnny
Oh
a chance.
This nonsense.
Hey, you're a jinx.
But anyway, let's move on to the pudgy kleptomaniac pint-sized Git versus the very vicious Necrocorp.
Very vicious. Less vicious without their one vampire, but still vicious enough.
I
With a
can
bunch of
explain what
tackle.
will happen with a simple tune. Do, 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 do,
Oh, the death mark.
do, 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 do.
And I'm going to just steal a little bit of a line from a famous Blood Bowl character. I'm not going to hear a sound. It is going to be a sound. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be crunch.
Oh, good lord. If Bojo watches this, he's probably going to get more madder and madder at me, and he's going to go flat out to try and kill me.
I'm
I mean,
gonna be honest.
You do have one
He's-
tree, 2 trees that you're going to have to worry about.
2 tree is not as bad as 3 tree.
That is true. That is very true.
Although he does have one advantage with tree because tree has stick.
Yeah, but he
He's
is
not
going to get
defeated.
Deepwood Strong Branch, and he will get even more money. If he gets lucky, it's still in your rerolls though. He's gonna. That's gonna
I
hurt
hate
you a
myself
lot.
for reference. I hate myself for referencing that meme. By the way, I absolutely hate that meme.
I didn't even know which meme you were trying to make with
Oh,
that.
the whole meme of stick always wins. You break stick, guess what? You now have 2 stick.
Oh,
I hate
gosh.
that meme. I referenced that meme with Treeman, and I hate myself for it. Should I
God.
just leave?
No, don't leave until it's over.
no.
Okay.
But I'll be honest. This match, I feel like for for Bungie. I mean, I've got now a lot of blocks, a lot of tackles in my ranks, and I've got a lot of expendable players, so
You do.
I can handle the treatment. It's just I feel like, can I get rid of all these halflings before I get overwhelmed?
Yeah.
There's also one other thing to mention. Awu has claw.
Oh, yeah, I've got 2 of them. Yeah,
Yeah, he
fair
has 2
deals.
of them. So that can make those freaking tree fights even more deadly against him. Oh yeah, that is a bit scary because my claw didn't even have block, but now he does.
And he has a claw with block.
And tackle.
If only he had Mighty Blow and Piling On top of it, then that would
Yeah.
just basically be a death sentence for the poor halflings.
Yeah, but you gotta remember the werewolves don't get strength skills, which is just a surprise in my view. But
Wait, don't they can't get strength
Yeah,
skills,
there
but
we
it's
go.
doubles, right?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
It just requires doubles, which is not as common, obviously.
they can get dodge, which is like even more terrifying.
Yeah, you can get a blodging werewolf, which is very scary.
You can get a
Um,
bludgeon werewolf fairly easy, since they have access to agility skills.
Indeed, but Black has yet
Yeah.
to just put blodge on him. He has tackle.
Oh, no, but I did put blodge on one player.
Yeah, a zombie, which really doesn't need it.
Yes. Actually, it worked against Joe big time.
We do
I
not
gotta
talk
watch
about
that
the
match.
We do not talk about the blodging zombie. We do not talk about the blodging zombie. We also do not talk about that match. That match just, I don't want to think about it.
The salt is real. Either way,
I have enough salt to basically have the entire condensity of an arms race game, or enough to crash the market. Then again, both of those things go hand in hand.
either way, what is the scores? You can't really say much, Black, because it is your match. I
2-0.
personally think, yeah, 2-0. I think you're gonna stomp on him. Literally, stomp on him.
Enough?
No, I don't think he's gonna foul him. The only thing he might foul is the treeman, because let's be honest, it's kind of not worth it to just foul a halfling. That's just kind of.
Unless you don't
It's
have
just-
anything else to freaking fight, then you foul a halfling.
I mean, if everything's on the floor, sure, go for it.
That's what I
guess.
did. I mean, if I did it, I think Black would probably do it. Especially if it's a tree or halfling.
To be honest, fouling
Yeah,
halfling,
well, I'm gonna-
9 times out of 10, it ain't worth it.
Well, I'm gonna do the half of it. I'm gonna punt it into the crowd.
Either way, let's move on to the Skaven versus humans. It is going to be a crucial match for both of them.
Skaven is probably going to win, but I'm going to hope that Merrick can do it because I like Merrick and I want him to win.
I think he is going to win. He has the strength. He has the block. And
Just
the armor.
remember, there's a one-turn touchdowner, and they do not have tackle to deal with the blodge combo that a particular one-turn touchdowner's friends have.
That is true, unless he gets the skill when he fights the orcs, if he survives.
Yeah, and that would be nice. Like, really nice
Yeah,
for
but-
him.
But to be honest, I feel like the only way you're gonna beat the rats is taking out that one-turn touchdown dude, and unfortunately, that's easier said than done.
Yeah. A lot of people was trying to go after that guy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, to be honest, to put it this way, if he beats Johnny, the Rolling Rats, if he beats Johnny, I feel like he will win and probably take the final spot between Joe and him to the final round. I feel.
Indeed. Indeed.
So for this match, I'm gonna go for the Rolling Rats to win 2-1.
I could see that,
About
but I think
I can also see that.
I think if that
I-
happens, his
I
team's gonna
honestly
be
don't
decimated.
want it, but honestly, this is how I see it. What's going to happen is one of two things are going to happen. Either Marek is going to end up rolling poorly with his armor breaks and just either not hurt him or just get nothing but stuns or KOs who will come back the second the drive is over, or he's going to cripple him and then just kind of walk the ball in. I hope it's the latter, but I expect the former.
being what happened to you against me.
Yeah. My
What happened
score,
with-
I think he was gonna win 2-1 though.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 2-1. I'm going to hope that it's a 2-1 for Mark to win, but I expect a 2-1 for not Mark to win.
Yeah, I can see that, but I still think Human's gonna win 2-1. What do you think, Black?
Go on, Skaven.
Skaven, what's the score? 2-1?
Yeah.
Alright, and for you, Power Joe, what do you say? I heard you say Skaven's gonna win, but what's the score?
I said that I honestly hope for a 2-1 in favor of Mark, but I expect a 2-1 in favor of the damn bloody rats who are a plague not only to the world, but also to this league and my chances of winning.
Either way, the next one is going to be me, the Chaos, versus Orcs.
What orcs?
Ooh.
There's not going to be an orc team after you're done.
Oh, really? You're that confident?
No, I'm more just joking and basically saying you're going to win.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say freaking Humans are going to stomp the Orcs and make sure there's not going to be anything left for me to kill.
I'm of a different opinion about this match. Now, the thing about this match between you, Glad, and the Orcs, it's actually one of those even matches. Because if you look at each of the teams, you've got similar builds when you think about it.
Kind of, sort of. He does have a guard, and he has one more blocker than I do. He has an Agi 4 with extra movement allowance, 2 of them with extra movement allowance. But other than that, I don't really see anything else besides a Mighty Blow Blitzer and a Black Orc guard. He has a Goblin.
And he's got 2 Black Orcs with blocks. That could be a key factor.
I got 2 Chaos Warriors with blocks.
I think that's where I think the battle between you two is going to be won not on the back lines, but on the line of scrimmage. Whoever wins that is going to have the momentum of the match.
I think that, to be perfectly honest, I think the reason why Glad is going to win is because he's just I think Glad is a better coach, but Nuffle could potentially shenanigan stuff.
Definitely.
It's no surprise, because the thing is, though, if you look at his history, he's lost to the gymnastics, he's lost to the rats, he lost to you, Joe.
He's lost to me. He's lost to a little thing known as Johnny.
Yeah. And he's lost to the rats. I think, in a way, what we're looking at here, I think he doesn't do well in the running game, but when it comes to brawling, he's actually better. But it's the same case for you, Glad. You are just as good as a brawler as what he is. So I feel as whoever could take the most punishment is going to win this match.
That is true.
And
but there is another defining factor
if we're going by who can take more punishment of the two, then honestly, I would say that the Orcs potentially could take a bit more punishment, just on the virtue of the fact that the players on your team who actually have things like Mighty Blow, who actually has like the useful skills that isn't the Minotaur, is Beastmen. Most of your Chaos Warriors, which are equivalent to Black Orcs, don't actually have that much. You only have 2 guys who have actual block. Meanwhile, the Orcs themselves, they actually have most of their Black Orcs they have their Black Orcs a bit better off. In fact,
one
just
Black
one
Orc's
injury.
better off.
Well, yeah, they have Guard, which Guard is a major thing.
Indeed. That is true.
Especially when it comes to the bash.
And also, you gotta add the factor as well. The Orcs have 6 block players to Glad's 4.
5.
Fine, thank you, Rich. And also, the 2 movement allowance and the AG4 player, that could give Flood a bit of pause in some of his antics.
Possibly.
I hope Flood dies.
Everyone wants my best character to die. Shut up!
It's quite simple. No one in this league likes you as a player. They like you as a person, but certainly not as a player. As a player, they want you to fail and crash into the ground like a B-17 that's missing its left wing.
It's like Batman all over again. Everyone
I mean,
Wow.
it
hated
is Batman all over again.
It is. Everyone hated Batman, and like, come on, he's just a freaking goblin with a chainsaw.
Well, everyone hates the Batman because the Batman brought the pain.
He did bring the pain, didn't he?
I just want... The funny thing is, I just want Flood to die for only one reason. Because they're the biggest rival to Flandreau being the most experienced.
Yeah, and he's about to level up with one more player value, which is very possible.
Flan is
'cause-
also just about to level up. Just need to get one more TD and up they go.
Indeed, I don't need a pass though.
Yeah, you're a bit better off in getting a level
Either way,
up.
y'all have yet to say this about my team, in that I have Claw.
Claw doesn't mean nothing.
Yes, it does.
least not
Against
really.
Black Orcs, it does.
I mean, against Black Orcs,
And
sure,
Blitzers.
but again... Look, I don't
Well-
think you're getting what we're trying to say. Look, yes, it will help against the Black Orcs. Don't get me wrong. However, I think he's smart enough to go after the guys who can actually deal the most damage to his team. And you also have to take into account that it's not just the you don't have to deal with, you also have to deal with a little thing that I don't think you're prepared for. And you know what that is? You know what happened with the halflings? Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that. He has a fling.
Yeah, he has a goblin, and the thing about goblins, because I know goblins, because I played goblins, that's very hard to do, and it's very unlikely to do, because not only does he have to make a reroll, because he's going to fail with a troll, very, very likely, because he has to make a loner, a very stupid, and he has to land, and he has to pick up the ball.
If he succeeds if he all right, the goblin picking up the ball, that's not too difficult. The goblin has an agility of 3. That's average. That's basically about as good as you can get without a bonus for orcs.
Hmm.
As for the other thing, like with the troll, unless they roll a 1 like twice, they're fine. I highly doubt that. I mean, they have very stupid, sure, but very stupid can be negated.
Kind of.
Yes, it can be negated.
I would agree on that, but I feel that this match, like I said, I believe it's going to come down to who could take the most punishment and who wins the line. Whoever gets the better in that scenario is going to win the match.
Honestly, I think that the orcs can pull some shenanigans, but I think that Chaos is gonna win.
I don't know, I'm going to go with the Orcs, because I got a feeling Nuffle might decide to be a dick.
I mean, to be honest, it would be about time, considering the times that he actually has been. You haven't lost at all.
Well, I did draw
Ever.
against a rookie-ish player, and I would have gotten a lot less luck with Johnny, because Knuckle did destroy my team with that one. But we reset it to a certain thing that makes it a little more
The only reason
accurate.
why you were spared is because the players you were dealing with in those moments were either just not as good as you in those draw instances, or, well, you know.
Either way, what
You-
is y'all's score?
I'm going to say that it's either. I'm going to say it could. I honestly, while I think you're going to win, I'm going to just officially say it's going to be a draw. I think that it'll either be a 2-2 or a 1-1. Although, if one of you wins, I'm going to say it's either going to be a 3-2 or a 2-1.
Okay. And Black,
I'm
you're
going
going to bash my teeth in yet again? At least
I'm going
attempt
for a
to.
0-0 draw.
A 0-0 draw. I thought you were going to say the Orcs were going to win.
Because, like I said, the match between you two is so even. It's like, it's hard to differentiate. I mean, we also got to remember as well, guys. He's also got a match still to play. He's playing the humans first, and depending on what he gets out of it,
Things could change.
could change.
That is true.
Yeah. So, it's all like, for example, let's say if he beats the humans and gains a lot of level ups, that could tip the tie in his favor. But until that happens, I'm going with the 0-0 draw, because I feel like it's just going to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker.
It will be.
It's not going to be pretty.
It will not be.
I can only, to be honest, with all of these predictions, I hope for the worst for all of you, but know that I can hope for the worst, but expect the best, essentially.
I hope a freaking dead parrot over there kills some of your players.
Look, I mean, I get it. I don't. What's so funny?
Because I'm Chaos. I'm going to cheer for Chaos.
You know, that is honestly, I fully expect the exact opposite to happen. Considering I know how jinxes work. Also, there's the obvious fact of literally no one has died in any of my matches. All of my matches, there has been no deaths at all.
Yeah, but Nuffle might change that fact real quick, like.
Yep, and I fully expect that to happen to one of the poor bastards known as the Rotters.
Yeah, or in your case, you might be having a bad case of glass jawsm after what I've done.
To be honest, after all of that, you broke my armor so many times. I think that even though you didn't get any meaningful, lasting damage, you've done enough. You did get 3 injuries, I believe, that were only negated. 2 of them were only negated because of Apothecary, unless I'm misremembering something.
No, I only got 2 injuries, and one was Apothecary, one you left because it was a badly hurt, you didn't care about the player that got kicked out.
Either way, we spoke enough about these matches. Let's see what happens in the game fields. So we all thank you, and we shall see all of you in the next analyzation video for week number 9. So thank you and take it
That
easy.
hopefully won't be an hour long, like the last video.
Yeah. Alright,
Although to
either
be
way.
fair, we could do like an hour-long thing if we wanted, considering the fact that will be like the final predictions, and that's going to be a big thing.
We could probably do
Although I
that
guess
for
we
the
could just do
finals.
that.
But regardless, thank
Yeah,
you
I
all
was
for
gonna
watching.
say
Take it
that.
easy, and we shall see all of you in the next video.